The first time I made love, I was 15 years old, and it was with a boy in my class named Toby. We were at a bonfire on the beach, and we snuck away behind the breakwater to discover one another. I could smell the smoke from the fire in his hair and the salt from the cold ocean water nearby. For me, these are smells of passion. Food has these smells because food is passion. Food is freedom. Food is liberation. Food is sex. Tonight is our monthly banquet. And rather than having a restaurant that's open every night and people are wandering in whenever, we say, come in at this time on this night. Sit with us. Be with us.
Cards on the table, it's an orgy. And people show up, they eat good food, and everybody gets nasty and hits the hay. I mean, it's incredible. Fresh produce, great wine, and a few orgasms. Shh, get the heck out of here. That's awesome.
Full is a garden of sensual experience, a buffet of earthly adrenaline, a restaurant with no silverware because we eat off each other's genitals.
For a number of years, Laura was a member of a commune in southern Argentina. She ran the kitchen. I think it was a sex cult.
I didn't even know that I had a passion for cooking. But when I saw the communal nature of it, how it brings people together, how putting soft items in our mouths heals bodies and souls for all eternity, how powerful it is to lock eyes with someone as they say, oh, yeah, uh-huh, right, okay, right, oh. Oh, my, What were you saying?
I mean, it was definitely a sex cult.
At the commune, I was working with a fishmonger who brought me the most beautiful red snapper fillets. She was impressed with my cooking, and she had amazing shoulders. I had always thought in terms of the communal. I never reserved love for just one person. But suddenly, I was head over heels. For once, I was focused on one person. She was my world. But it didn't last long. She was eaten by a whale. That is how she always wanted to die, which I guess is nice, but it still hurt, and I felt empty. How was I ever gonna mend that hole in my heart? How was I gonna get back to my old way of being? How was I ever gonna feel full again? And that is how the concept of full came to be. I needed to answer my calling. I needed to reconnect with community, to fill my void with people and pleasure.
Laura came out of a sad life event and now has a lot of sex to feel less lonely. I don't think it's more than that.
There's no bounds to her profound and brilliant genius. And that includes her first signature dish called Savage Desire.
I scorn the typical dining experience. The stuffy table settings, the individual placemats, it's so inhibiting. When you dine with me, I want you to dine with me, not dine at me. No one is ever alone at full.
It's just meat. I don't even know what kind of meat. I think it's ribs. But no one ever said ribs. So it could be anything.
Believe it or not, that's just the taste of Gods of Food. For more episodes, go to dropout.tv and sign up for your free membership.
Hunger is our body's way of telling us what we want. It is my job as a chef to listen to my body and to the bodies of those around me.